to the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
I just want y'all to explain to, I guess, the audience why we don't really watch baseball.
I'll do a quick one, and Marcus will elaborate a little longer.
Right.
The reason why motherfuckers do not fuck with baseball is slow, it's boring. It seems like these old fanatics or the ones that's involved in the game do not want to get with the program. Times change, so you need to change with the times. You know, however you need to speed up the game, I don't know how you do to make it more, interesting for someone like myself that you would need to actually help build the MLB Major League Baseball, because again, you got to understand those old individuals, I'm sorry to say it, they're dying out, and you need a new fan base. And if you can't, reach the new fan base, which is myself, Marcus, and even younger individuals, then your sport is dead. It's kind of like how boxing went for a little while, people
boxing
started,
down for
it was down for a little while, and Mayweather brought it back up. Mayweather, Pacquiao, and even Tyson Fury and Wilder started bringing it back up. But that's recently. So again, as far as why nobody watches baseball, it's boring. The Marlins wind up making the playoffs, and we so used to it being so slow. Like, you gotta understand, like, times has changed, and the people that they're not even just people attention span is real slim. So, even when it come to podcasts, sometimes you got to break it up, Why? Because somebody don't want to listen to a 2-hour podcast. They want to listen to 5 minutes, 3 minutes, this, that, and the other. But again, baseball do not want to change. So since it's not wanting to change, that's what's going to be the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a simple explanation to this. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for like baseball. Look, the seasons are too long, the innings are too long. Like, it's just it's way too long. Like, why? Like, there's no reason why I need to be sitting for 9 innings through a fucking game.
How many hours is that? 4 or 5?
That's what it feels like, because I'm like, damn, I could be doing something else, like watching a football game or a basketball game, like this. I cannot watch baseball. It's kind of a good old boys sport anyway, or it's kind of a social sport. I mean, it's a sport where, like, you can really just go to have a conversation. Like, this is what I hear from baseball fans.
Okay.
Like, going to a game is really about going to a game and drinking, eating, and chilling. Yeah, and you just happen to look and like, hey, there's a baseball game going on. So I think the sport also,
it's true,
I think, lacks star power. It lacks star power. Like, can I name you a baseball player right now?
I heard of somebody named Mookie.
Yasiel Puig.
Mookie something.
Mookie Betts. I've heard this name. Judge something. Aaron Judge. Stanton. That's about it. It's like a handful.
Yeah. You gotta stay in your lane.
Right.
You can't hit a home run and celebrate. Yeah.
Right. And there's some people who do it anyway, and I love those guys for doing it.
Exactly.
But like baseball, I just can't. Yeah, there's no personalities. There's no star power in baseball. I mean, we just named you just 5 people in baseball, but we can name you like 100 in football and basketball.
Hands down.
And if you look at it, are they real athletes? Yeah, they're athletes. But these sports to me,
Babe Ruth is like fat.
These sports to me, that there's a difference in like sports to me. I feel like certain sports
they smoke cigars
are like more like games, if you feel what I'm saying. Like, I feel like baseball is more of a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a sport.
Yeah.
To me, where you really exerting yourself and your body, sweating, mental fatigue. Like, it's just football's like that, UFC's like that, boxing's like that, hockey's like that, basketball is like that, tennis is like that. But these other sports like golf, for example, to me is a game. That's not a sport to me, you know? Like, you're not really exerting yourself. You're just showing a skill, pretty much. Mm-hmm. You know, pool is not a sport to me. Chess is not a sport to me. They're like classified as sports. Games. You know, I'm just like, nah, those are just games, 100%. You know? So that's kind of the way I look at baseball. Is kind of like on the fringe because, yeah, you do run, you know, and you have to run and dive for the ball sometimes. And hitting a baseball far is hard as fuck. You know, like, especially when somebody's throwing a 90 mile per hour fastball. To me, the real athletes are the pitchers, because to throw as hard as you can, like,
and be that accurate.
That's why they need days rest, because like that's exerting yourself to the maximum. To me, I feel like they're the only real sports people in that particular sport. But yeah, those are the kind of the main reasons why I just can't watch baseball.
We got one last question from our loyal producer, Chris.